The puppet hamster, was it?
Rat, I think.
Yeah, so there we were, ready to go, and that's when the first disaster struck.
Well, what happened?
We were in Heathrow, ready to fly BOAC to the States, when Clive here gets a bout of indigestion and has to hurry to the loo.
Virgin Atlantic, I think.
Virgin Atlantic?
Yes.
They weren't even around in 1964, you twit. Richard Branson would have been like 12 years old.
Could we get back on the subject?
Well, he always called him the boy genius.
Oh, shut up. Well, for some reason, he's in there much longer than I expected. I thought perhaps he'd fallen in love with his own reflection, so I went in to investigate. Well, seems my illustrious partner had eaten too much of his mum's bubble and squeak the night before.
I had a sensible portion, Nigel.
Sensible portion? For a hippopotamus? But we're going to be late. What's the matter?
I think it was me mum's bubble and squeak.
Oh, good Lord. We've got to go now.
All right.
Come on, then.
Nigel, I can't get out.
What do you mean you can't get out?
Oh, no, it's stuck.
Turn the thing. Turn the knob.
It's completely stuck. I can't get out. Nigel.
Wait a minute. I'll be right back.
Give me your hand and I'll pull you over the top.
I don't think it's going to work.
Give me your hand.
Well, it seems I was completely stuck, couldn't get out for love or money, and time was running out.
Luckily, I had a small thermonuclear device in my trousers, and that did the trick.
But you didn't make the plane, did you?
Unfortunately not. It seems as though we were halfway to the gate when Einstein here remembers that he'd forgotten something.
Wait! I've left the music.
The music?
Yes, our music.
Well, go get it, you snivelling git.
It was gone, all of it. All the songs we'd written the last 5 years, the songs that were supposed to make us international superstars.
So there we were, all bollocksed up at Heathrow, no time to make the flight and appear on the Ed Sullivan Show. In all our original music vanished like a fart in a week.
Music?
Yes.
Gone?
Yes.
I can't believe you, you bloody sod. I'll show you.
What happened with Ed Sullivan?
Well, there was a band in New York at the time called the Beatles.
They were primarily known as a Nigel and Clive cover band.
So you're saying that it was actually supposed to be Nigel and Clive on that historic broadcast? Now, of course, the Beatles went on to international superstardom, but you're also claiming, as I understand it, that you wrote all their music as well?
Well, yes. In fact, the two songs they performed on that show, I Want to Hold Your Hand and I Saw Her Standing There, were actually written by me.
Us!
How is that possible?
Well, let me take you back to that fateful day in that Heathrow loo. Now, you remember, by the time we got back, all of our music was gone, right? Does the name Brian Epstein mean anything to you?
The Beatles manager?
That's right. According to eyewitness accounts, Brian Epstein was seen entering, then leaving the loo at about the same time. Now, my theory is that it was Brian Epstein that noticed our music lying on the sink, knew immediately its significance, stuffed it down his trousers, and sneaked out. He then proceeded to make a fortune, selling our music to the Beatles and the Stones and all the rest.
Well, why didn't you get on the next plane to the States and confront Brian Epstein and the Beatles about the theft?
Well, that's an excellent question, and here's where it gets really interesting, you see. We had no sooner arranged to be on the next flight the very next day when we'd learned that our passports had been cancelled.
Cancelled? Why?